Hi everyone, today we're going to walk through Mugen, a Discord bot we built that bridges Discord and AniList, which is an online platform for discovering and tracking anime. We'll cover what the project required, how we designed it, what we actually built, and then give you a live demonstration of every feature. We split our requirements into functional and non-functional. Within functional, we identified a minimum viable product set first. The MVP centered on four things: anime info lookup, which allows users to search any anime by name and receive a formatted information card so they can learn about a title or share it with others in the server. Random anime, a command to surface a random anime, helping users discover new shows. Character lookup, users can search a specific character's name to see which anime they appear in, along with their AniList profile details. The help command, a single command that lists every available command and explains what it does so a new user can get started without needing a manual. Beyond the MVP, we planned a richer feature set, which included voice actor recommendations, which would show the anime a voice actor appeared in, AniList account linking, which lets users connect their Discord account to their personal AniList profile using OAuth 2, list management, which allows users to view and update their AniList watch lists directly from Discord without having to open AniList. Episode notifications automatically DM users the moment a new episode of a show on their list drops, with the ability to toggle this on and off. Animated bot avatar, which would allow the Discord bot to support animated GIFs as its profile picture. We included a voting system, which is a timed poll where server members can add anime suggestions and vote on what to watch next. We also defined non-functional requirements covering quality and process, which include user-friendly intuitive design so all features are accessible to everyone. It needed to be reliable, always on hosting, whether on cloud or a Raspberry Pi, which means the bot should not go offline unexpectedly. It should be efficient, have well-organized code to support speed, readability, and be easier to debug. Legal, ethical, and security compliance, in particular keeping API tokens and user credentials out of the public repository. GitHub for version control, giving the whole team a shared history and the ability to roll back any accidental change. Regular testing and debugging to prevent bugs from breaking the live bot. Our central design was to use AniList as our single source of truth rather than maintaining our own database of anime. The bot fires GraphQL queries to AniList's API on demand. This keeps all data accurate and up to date, genres, scores, characters info, airing schedules, without us having to maintain a database. We did use two lightweight JSON files, linked underscore accounts JSON to map Discord user IDs to AniList account and OAuth 2 tokens, and episode underscore tracker JSON to record the last known episode state so the bot knows exactly when a new episode drops. Security was a top priority throughout. We used OAuth 2 so users authorize the bot safely and the credentials never touch our code. All sensitive tokens, such as the Discord bot token and AniList client ID, are stored as GitHub secrets and injected at runtime. We containerized the bot using Docker, which means the environment is fully defined regardless of which server it runs on. We then built a CI/CD pipeline via GitHub Actions. Every push to main triggers an automated smoke test. If it passes, the pipeline deploys the new image to our Oracle cloud server over SSH. This means the bot never goes offline during an update. For the interface design, we chose Discord's embeds for every response. Structured cards that display cover art, synopsis, community scores, and a link back to AniList, rather than plain text walls. I handled the logo design and animation to give the bot a distinct identity. We also made the system failsafe. If a user searches for an anime that doesn't exist, or if AniList's API is temporarily unavailable, the bot sends a clear, friendly error message rather than crashing. The bot is fully asynchronous. It checks for new episodes in the background while it still responds to commands instantly. Finally, we applied the principle of least privilege to Discord intents. We only requested the permissions the bot strictly needed, reducing the attack surface. At its core, the Discord bot, Mugen, is an information retrieval and account management bridge between Discord and AniList. It allows users to search any anime for a formatted embed with cover art, synopsis, genres, and community score. look up individual characters, or request a random recommendation, all responses use a consistent embed design. Users can link their AnyList profile via OAuth2. Once linked, they can update their watchlist status directly from Discord. Marking shows as watching, completed, dropped, or planned, with changes reflected immediately on AnyList. A persistent background process holds AnyList's airing schedule every 30 minutes, then compares it against the locally stored snapshot and sends an automatic DM to any user whose show has just aired a new episode. This all happens without any user input after initial setup. The bot also has a voting system, which is a timed poll backed by a SQLite database, so votes persist across sessions. Members use a pop-up menu to add anime suggestions and a drop-down to cast their vote. Now let's start with the most fundamental command of the bot. I'll type !anime followed by the anime title, which in this case would be Dragon Ball. And there is our embed. You can see the cover art at the bottom, the title, the genre, and the community score, a synopsis, and a link to AnyList page. Clicking the title will take you directly to AnyList. All of this was fetched live from AnyList the moment the command was entered. Next, let's look up a character, character info, followed by the character's name. For this instance, we'll go with Saitama. And as you can see, we have the character information, including which anime they appear in, their description, and their AnyList profile. And !random gives us a completely random anime, as you can see here. Great for discovering something new. Now for the more personal features, typing !link followed by the user's AnyList account name, generates an OAuth2 authorization link. As you can see here, my account is already linked. However, if it was not, it would generate a link. Once clicked, would open AnyList in the browser where the user can log in and grant Mugen permission. Once authorized, your Discord account is linked to your AnyList profile. Once linked, I can manage my AnyList directly from Discord. I can do that via this command, followed by an anime that I'm currently watching. And now it would set it on my AnyList to watching. I can also mark shows as completed, dropped, or planned, all without leaving Discord. The episode notifier runs silently in the background every 30 minutes. It checks AnyList's airing schedule. If a show on my watching list has a new episode, Mugen would send me a private DM automatically. Finally, the voting system command. This starts a timed server poll. A pop-up menu appears so members can add their own anime suggestions, and then a drop-down lets everyone cast their vote. When the timer runs out, Mugen announces the winner to the channel automatically. Let's say a new team wanted to pick up where we left off. Here's everything that they'd need to know. The entire bot is written in Python. The entry point is bot.py inside the anime_bot folder. The key libraries are discord.py, which handles all Discord interactions, AIOHTTP, which manages asynchronous API requests to AnyList, python.env, which loads environment variables from the .env file. All dependencies are listed in requirements.txt. Setting up a local dev environment is just a matter of running pip install-r requirements.txt and populating the .env file with the correct tokens. The project is fully containerized. The Docker file defines the environment, so the bot can be moved from our Oracle Cloud server to our Raspberry Pi or any other machine without rewriting deployment logic. The GitHub Actions pipeline automates everything. Push to main, smoke test runs, and if it passes, the new image is deployed via SSH. Credentials are injected from GitHub secrets, so they never appear in codebase. Two JSON files are created automatically at runtime, which are linked_accounts.json for user AnyList links and tokens, and episode_tracker.json for episode state snapshot. Neither file is committed to Git, so a new developer will see them appear locally the first time the bot runs. The voting system uses a lightweight SQLite database for persistence. All AnyList data retrieval is done via GraphQL post requests. Every command sends a query specifying exactly the fields it needs, making it straightforward to extend new data types. Now, the most natural step for Mugen would be to add manga support. The AniList API handles manga almost identically to anime, and we could also add a command to display users' full watching list inside of Discord. The codebase is kept in a single file with detailed comments throughout, and there's a detailed README to help any new developer get oriented quickly. Everyone on the team was assigned a different role. Ellis was our project lead slash product owner, and he was in charge of managing the product backlog, prioritizing user stories, and defining acceptance criteria. Our scrum master was Matei, who was responsible for sprint planning and reviews and coaching the team on agile practices. Our software developers was Dylan and Angelina, who were tasked with writing clean, maintainable code and implementing features while fixing bugs. Our visual lead was Curtis, who was responsible for the final video editing and the project graphic design, meaning the bot profile picture and the bot logo animation. Our infrastructure lead was Shannon, who was responsible for the bot's stability, security, and deployment. She was also tasked with setting up the Oracle Cloud hosting and using Docker to ensure the bot is portable. She managed the automated CI/CD pipeline, which tests the code and handles secure updates to maintain 24/7 uptime without manual intervention. Our QA tester was Rex, and he was responsible for creating and executing test plans, writing automated tests, performing manual tests, identifying and reporting bugs, verifying bug fixes, and participating in sprint planning and reviews. He ensured that quality standards were met. Matei was responsible for the random function, help function, and character information function. Angelina worked on the genre command, pagination, sort dropdown, voting, and countdown commands. Ellis worked on the AnyList integration, account linking, and new episode notifier. Shannon worked on the Oracle Cloud architecture, CI/CD pipeline and automation, GitHub Actions, secrets management, Dockerization, and containerization. Curtis worked on the UI/UX design, the logo design and animation, and Rex worked on the testing. And that's our bot, Mugen, a fully functional bot that brings AnyList data, account management, automatic episode notification, and community voting into a single, always online Discord experience. Thanks for watching.